Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 14 of the Diary of a Multifaceted Mama. Oh man, I was just doing some exercises on the floor, so I guess that's why I'm a little bit out of breath. But here I am. Eyes look a little tired today. That's okay. Maybe your eyes are feeling a little tired too. So I don't even know what time I woke up this morning, actually. It's 5 something now. I've been up for a few hours. I don't know. 2, 3, I don't know, something like that. Woke up for the baby, and then I could tell that I wasn't going to go back to sleep. So I had 2 choices, right? I could make a decision. So am I going to get up, or am I going to stay in bed? Or I could have just stayed in indecision of like going back and forth, right? And I've shared this in this vlog series before. Like I could have just stayed in the indecision, which I've done before, right? And if I stay in indecision, I just keep going back and forth in my mind. Am I going to get up? Am I going to stay? Am I going to get up? Am I going to stay? I don't know. I really should sleep more, blah, 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 blah. I wound up not even getting any sleep and then just feeling frustrated. So a decision has to be made. And I decided to do some stuff while laying in bed. And then I got up and I did some exercises, comforted the baby, put the dog out. Because if I get up, both of them hear me, the baby and the dog. So did those things, did some of my own morning routine in addition to that. And now I'm hopping on with you all because I was going to do the vlog last night, and I'm finding that like when I wake up early in the mornings, that tends to be a good time as opposed to like nighttime after I've gotten all the kids to bed and I'm finally in bed. Sometimes I really want to come on and do the vlog, and sometimes I'm like, you know what? Nope, not right now. So a part of my own growth and challenge as I do this kind of personal experiment or personal challenge / social experiment that I have going on here with this vlog series is to honor where I'm at any given moment, right? And so at night, if I want to do the vlog, I'm going to do it. And if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to force myself to do it. I will schedule a different time to do it, right? Because in the past, now it's been different for a number of years now, but in the past, like former me would have really pushed myself. I am what many would have called an overachiever, and I would have pushed myself to the limits to go above and beyond to really like basically hit all of the goals and then some, to do everything that I thought would be expected and then some. And I don't live that way anymore, right? So part of this vlog series is to share that's a possibility for you too, if you want to shift out of that for yourself or any other kind of barriers or unhealthy patterns that you have going on in your life. Like you can shift out of those. You can create new healthier ones for yourself. And I want this vlog series to be like an inspirational point for that. As I come on here, as you can see, just like real raw and transparent. I'm not getting done up to come on here. I'm not like this is just me in the morning at whatever time I woke up after taking care of the baby and feeding her and doing some exercises on the floor. Like this is me. Yeah, I have my doctorate. Yeah, I'm a psychotherapist. Yeah, I'm really good at what I do. Yeah, I'm a mentor. Like, yeah, life is pretty good right now. But, you know, behind all of that are so many other experiences, decades of challenges and pain, my own struggles with mental health, like my own bouts of burnout, traumas, like a lot of investment of time, effort, energy, and money into healing and growing, like developing myself, my marriage. Like there's a story, right? Stories, plural, behind all of it. And I'm still progressing, and there's still so many other parts of me, right? Like I'm also a minority. I'm a mom to, right now, I'm a mom to 4. And, my youngest is an infant. My oldest is a teenager, and parenting each of them is different. So I'm a mom of a teenager and a mom of an infant and a mom of 2 elementary school boys. And I'm so much more, right, than what meets the eye. I'm so much more than what people see at the surface level. And so are you. We all are. And that's part of why I wanted to do this vlog series here, is just to show, to normalize, to embody, like, we all have so many facets of ourselves. And some are polished and some aren't. And some people understand, and a lot they don't or won't. And if we just embrace all of the different facets of ourselves anyway, there's such an internal relief and freedom that comes with that. And so, of course, I can't grant anyone permission to do that, to feel that within themselves, for themselves, because only you can grant yourself permission to go on that venture and to do that and to feel that. But I hope to, at the very least, be an example of it being a possibility for you, and whatever that looks like. And it's, of course, going to look different for you than it is for me. So I'm going to continue to challenge myself. I'm going to continue to acknowledge my growth, as well as continue to grow, because I truly believe that until forever, there's something that I can learn. There's some way that I can grow. And also, I'm enough right here, right now. It's both and. It's not either or. It's not I have to keep learning, I have to keep growing in order to be enough. It's I am enough, and also I'm always evolving. And that is such a powerful thing, because there's no lack, there's no void to fill in that belief. I'm choosing to continue to grow and to evolve. And I'm also choosing to love myself now with where I'm at and with who I am. And that has not always been the case for me, as is true for most people, if we're honest. But it's a possibility. It's a possibility for each of us. And whatever journey that looks like for you, to move closer to that or to continue to progress along that journey because you're already on it, is going to be so unique unto you, just like mine has been unique unto me. And so something good that I would like to kind of emphasize or talk about since I last came on. What good do I want to share? I had a call with a publicist who wanted to connect me with one of the largest publishers in the world, and it was a brief call. It was a great call, great person, but it didn't at this time work out because despite the degrees, credentials, years of experience and all that stuff in my field, what was like a make or break it, like for publishers, big publishers nowadays, was a very, very large following. And by very, very large, I mean like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, right? Like preferably hundreds of thousands or millions of followers on social media. And the reason that comes up while I'm thinking about the good is because that conversation kind of reinforced for me why I'm doing what I'm doing and showing up more and more deliberately, more and more transparently, more and more often on social media. Even though in the past I've had resistance to it, because I'll be honest, I don't think that social media is like a necessity in life. At the same time, I do think that we can leverage social media to expand our connection and our contribution in this world if we do it really deliberately, like really authentically. And so that is the path that I have chosen, and the one that I continue to challenge myself to move along in whatever way that looks. And so having this conversation with her and her saying like, well, this is the one thing, they're going to need this, right? Like you check all the other boxes, so to speak, but this one thing, it reinforced for me that I am doing something. I am on this social media journey, not to no end, but like in a way that is going to help me benefit others more and more and more and more, simply by being who I am, who I want to be, who I'm meant to be, just being me. And I could ask for nothing more professionally. Like I could ask for nothing more. So it was just a really good reinforcement for me. So I view that as a good. I felt good after that conversation, right? So something to keep in mind, that we can always reframe the conversations that we have with folks, even if they don't turn out the way we wanted or hoped. And so a gratitude that I have is a thankfulness that I have. Let me think. You can see that I come on here and I'm just like real, right? Like this is not pre-scripted at all. To be honest, you know, like something, the dog is Sarge. The dog is licking the baby who is trying to sleep, which we don't want. We don't want that. Nope, he stopped. The gratitude that I have. Oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. Where did it go? Does that ever happen to you? Especially if you're like a parent of a young one or like multiple children, and you're like, oh, I was about to do something, I was about to say something, and then it takes a split second for the dog to lick the baby's face, and you're like, crap, what was I just doing? What was I just saying? What was I just thinking about? I remember I got it. So a gratitude that I have, believe it or not, is that I have been waking up early, even though it's earlier than I had planned, right? Because I'm like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, not every day, but just naturally I am on certain days. And then I'm allowing myself to just follow that flow when I wake up and see where it takes me, because those honestly are the times in the mornings where I have the most clarity in my inspiration of what I want to share, the most insight in my in the words that I want to put out there, or the message that I want to communicate. So I'm super grateful for that. I appreciate it so much. Even this morning, I didn't plan on waking up at 2 or 3 or whatever time it was I woke up. I thought I did have my alarm set for 4, which isn't the case every morning. I'm adjusting as I transition, back into creating a different morning routine for myself post 4th baby versus what it was pre 4th baby, because life happens in seasons, which means we have to be willing to be flexible and allow these transitions in life to create opportunities for us to shift where we need to shift, pull from where we need to pull from, keep the same what we need to keep the same, right? Whatever was working and continues to work. So waking up early and letting myself find the morning pieces that feel good to me at any given time, and just letting that kind of inspiration flow has felt really good. And even though my eyes do look tired, in part because I didn't take my mascara off last night before I went to bed, not a great choice. It makes my eyes look even more tired, right? Because the black gets under here, blah, blah, all that stuff. Throughout the day, I'm not feeling tired. I'm feeling, even on these mornings when I wake up early, and especially actually on these mornings when I wake up early, I am throughout the day feeling really good and like really energized. Now, if I do feel tired and it's a day when I am able, then I will carve out time to just lay down if I need to. Baby permitting, right? And honoring whatever it is that I need if that does come up. But that hasn't been happening recently. So it's just been really interesting to like let myself follow that flow. Even though it's not all as planned out as historically I tend to be. So it's been a really cool journey. And I'm really, really appreciative of you all following along on this vlog series. I know some of you have been following along throughout each of the days. Some of you are just hopping on, on this day or on another day and kind of just pulling from piecemeal. And that's totally fine too. That's what it's meant to be, is like you just take what works for you. But I really appreciate that you are joining me along whatever part of this journey you're joining me along. And maybe you're even challenging yourself to ask, like, where have I grown? Where do I want to grow? What's something good and what's something gratitude, something grateful, right? That I can reflect on today. Whatever it is for you. I'm wishing you the best. And until next time, have a great day.